Today's world faces an unprecedented challenge where global threats no longer arrive one at a time, but strike in devastating waves. The UN's comprehensive study of over 1,100 stakeholders across 136 countries reveals how modern crises interconnect and amplify each other. 5 major threat patterns emerge from this global survey: climate inaction, large-scale pollution, misinformation, natural disasters, and rising inequality. Climate change exemplifies how a single threat becomes a powerful accelerator across environmental, geopolitical, social, and economic domains. Inequality extends far beyond income gaps to determine whose voices shape the policies that affect us all. Misinformation spreads its destructive impact by influencing elections, fueling social unrest, and derailing coordinated crisis responses. The most troubling discovery is the massive gap between our awareness of threats and our readiness to face them. We face a dangerous paradox where the most important global risks receive the least adequate preparation from our institutions. 4 critical vulnerabilities stand out: disinformation threats, environmental breakdown, societal instability, and rapidly advancing tech threats. Disinformation undermines public trust, fuels polarization, and weakens our ability to respond effectively when real crises hit. Environmental breakdown unfolds as resource shortages trigger biodiversity loss, escalating natural hazards that outpace our ability to adapt. Pandemics, biohazards, and mass migration are no longer distant possibilities, but current realities without robust global safety nets. Technology-driven threats are advancing faster than regulators and global institutions can develop effective oversight and control. The threats we're most worried about are the ones we're least equipped to handle. The problem isn't a lack of solutions, but failed coordination, missing political will, and broken trust between nations. Weak governance, poor political consensus, and fragmented information flows all contribute to our inability to coordinate effective global action. Multilateral cooperation remains our best hope for managing global risks, yet the systems we've built remain siloed and slow. The UN report presents 4 potential futures that depend entirely on how much collective action we choose to take. In the first scenario, climate inaction leads to melting ice, rising seas, millions of climate refugees, and economic collapse. The second scenario shows how weaponized disinformation can trigger social collapse, pushing nations toward authoritarianism and isolation. The third scenario demonstrates how faster pandemic response can save millions and build momentum for broader global cooperation. The fourth scenario reveals how coordinated defense against cyber attacks can strengthen our infrastructure and build lasting resilience. Moving from awareness to action requires us to focus not just on tracking threats, but on building effective responses. We can clearly see the risks coming and know what works, yet we consistently fail to do the hard work of implementation. What's missing isn't capacity but coordination and political courage at both regional and global levels. We face a fundamental choice: let vulnerabilities fester until the next shock hits, or build systems that can absorb and adapt. Resilience is not just about bouncing back, but it's about bouncing forward, stronger, smarter, and more united.